Heyo, Planko friendos! Recently I took you on a tour of Vallmo Flykt, and while I initially loved opening into a cute food court and onto our pool area, it quickly became crowded and jumbled and honestly a bit messy. I started to add a bit on the side, but really, there was only one thing that I could do. Say bye-bye guests! Now, I'm going to pull my best in-sync impersonation and say bye-bye-bye to the park that we used to know, and come up with something maybe a little bit better. So get ready for some time jumps because we're going to go through our opening of Vallmo Flykt Part 2. So now that we have a clean slate, it's time to set the ethos of our park with the entrance. Vallmo Flykt is all about connection with nature and protection from nature. So as often as possible, I'm going to embrace covered structure with lots of natural elements and glass and warm orange lights so that everything looks really beautiful in the daytime and in the dark. In the distance, we have our main weenie, which is our mountain structure that we added. But not only is it a mountain, it's also a waterfall. I'm laying the structure down for a pool area in the back, coaster zones in the far corners, and lots of space for flat rides and track rides at the entrance. I watched a Nerd Chacho tutorial about park design and feel more confident in the design of version 2 of Vallmo Flykt. Now let's take a tour of our new park. Right outside of the entrance we find 2 gift counters. The individual counters aligned with our established ethos with our rock counter and the wooden supports. I'm going to use these throughout the park for any individual counters that I place. I tried to add a touch of realism with a little bin for the worker under the counter. Maybe they have a little extra supplies or something, we don't know. The next tour is a covered flat ride. This is our nature-inspired tiny wheel. To me, the aesthetic is giving Girl Scouts, with the wood and the green roof, but you let me know what it makes you feel in the comments. Now we're looking at the lagoon drop, with a lighthouse moment happening at the tip. This is another flat ride that I completely covered and added natural elements to. Now I did love my enclosed food court in version 1 of Vallmo Flykt, so we now have a circular building that is more central to the park for our guests to enjoy. The food vendors are in a 3-counter building, both food and beverage stalls, which are in my Frontier workshop if you're interested in adding them to your park. Our final stop on today's tour is my absolute favorite, and I did save the best for last. Tracked rides are the most exciting thing for me to create, so let's take a ride and say goodbye to part 1 of Vallmo Flykt version 2. If you have any comments or suggestions, let me know in the comments. This park is just beginning to grow, and your feedback could be instrumental in the process. See you next time, friendos!